Hello everyone, hope you're well, smelling great, enjoying your favourite fragrances today, and this is what we're going to be opening. It is Alexandria Orientale by Xerjoff. So this is what we got. It is from the Oud Stars collection. It is Alexandria Orientale, and it is a blind buy. It was purchased at a very, very reasonable price. It's ridiculous. I believe it was purchased off Latino, and they're having a sale, and this became, I believe, 134 English pounds for 50 ml. On the Xerjoff site itself, it's 325 euros, which is probably about, let's say, 280 English. So to get this for 134, it's almost like half price and a bit. It is a blind buy. I bought it because the Alexandrias I do currently have in my possession, I love them. I absolutely love them, and I'd be surprised if I'm disappointed with this. I was actually looking for Alexandria the first, because there's Alexandria 2, 3 and 2 anniversary, and I just couldn't find Alexandria. So yeah, I don't know if anyone knows where to get Alexandria, if it exists. So that's the box. Just get into it, the usual. There's no question about legitimacy with this. Latino, I've bought plenty of them before, plenty high-end niche, so never had an issue. You know, usual standard quality box. Let's have a look. Careful with these. Sometimes they've come loose. That's it inside. Lovely presentation these. So that's like, look at that. That just reeks opulence, doesn't it? That beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I always have to hand it to Xerjoff for how they like to showcase their wares, really. So hard to get off lid there. Not smelling anything. Nothing at all. So no nothing about it other than it's called Alexandria Oriental, and I like Oriental fragrances. So love Alexandria, love Oriental. So let's have a go then. Okay. Well, the rose really hits. I think that's rose anyway. Wow. Not sure this is the right clothing to wear. I don't know if that'd stain it. Can smell the oud, the quality of the oud as well. It's not heavy oud. It's not. Might become that. Though. Beautiful rose oud combination. That. Let's have a look what it's saying on here. This is on the Xerjoff site. Originally created exclusively for the United Arab Emirates. Okay. Alexandria Oriental is an Arabic treasure that pays homage to the most complex and alluring ingredients of all, oud. So I can understand this isn't rose oud. It's just reeking quality rose oud. This could quite simply have rocketed into the top spot. Wow. This unique scent opens to top notes of green apple, basil and incense from Oman. Didn't get any of those at all. I can get the hint of the incense, but it's minor. It's rose heavy oud. It goes rose ooze, then incense. The other facets just can't pick up. Now available worldwide, Alexandria Orientale is rare and precious with every turn. A lush heart of Italian Orris, Bulgarian rose and coriander lead nose to a warm, earthy base of Indian sandalwood, tobacco leaves and oud. Wow, That's what you're up against with this. When I saw it at the price, it was, yeah, because to be fair, I have had my eyes on this for a while. It's just the price is slightly eye-watering. So let me know, is that a lot? 134 for 50 mil. This one's really not going to need much of the water. I put think 4 on there. That'll be enough. That'll be enough. I can feel this will be enough for a long time. Easy get a night's wear out of this. Right, so olfactory notes are apple, cinnamon, rosewood and lavender in the top. The heart notes are cedarwood, liliad valley and Bulgarian rose. And at the base we've got amber, sandalwood, musk, vanilla and Laotian oud. So yeah, that's what really well blended. The rose is sort of backing off a bit now. It's still prominent, but it's allowing some other notes to come through. It is created by Chris Maurice. I believe he did the other Alexandrias. Longevity with this, it doesn't surprise me. It's coming up eternal. It really doesn't surprise me. I'll probably put way too much on for that. But it's okay. It's a quite hot day here, so it'll be interesting to see how this performs in heat. I've got a suspicion it will really perform well in heat. The Alexandria line, generally for me, when heat triggers them, it activates something and they just become like monsters. Danger beware around the wearer. The Xerjoff is strong and then enormous, and then pretty much neck and neck. I can feel this just rose emanating. This has just gone right into the top spot. It's certainly more rose heavy than the other Alexandrias. It's the usual Xerjoff for me with this type of fragrance. They can come out quite cluttered and screechy, like the gears aren't connecting, they're grinding, and then all of a sudden a magic happens, and when that magic happens it just all fits into place. It's like a well-oiled machine then, and though it's getting through that opening to that, this I suspect is that this is going to be one of those that is just an absolute killer to wear. It's going to be such a pleasure. I'm not saying that'll be for everyone. You might absolutely detest this type of fragrance. For me, it's really what fragrance is around for me. Nobody does it better than Xerjoff in my mind for this type of fragrance. I haven't come across anyone else. It just feels so luxurious. This is premium, high level fragrance. Even this is probably entry level niche, because I'm aware there's many more fragrances out in the world, and there's really high end niche where you're commanding sort of thousands of pounds for fragrances. That's a little out of my stratosphere. However, I'm more than happy to work with something like this. So let's have a look what some people are saying. This is a very strange fragrance. Yes, there's oud, but it's coming off as a freshie. Mostly, I am getting crisp, sweetened cucumber with a little spice. There is even a shower gel accord. I have no comparisons. You're just going to have to try it. Cucumber. There's always a cucumber quote somewhere. Someone will be saying this would be Sauvage. It smells like Sauvage. Bought this thinking it would be close to the greatest scent of all time. Dior Fahrenheit, since this clone company copied the bottle and colour of it, but it's not even close. This is more of a barnyard public restroom toilet smell. If you're European, it'll smell good, but that's only because everything else in that country is such a cesspool. Dior Fahrenheit, the greatest scent of all time. It is good. It is a classic Fahrenheit. Gorgeous oud fragrance, a more oriental take on Alexandria too. The rose and other notes around the fragrance making it super wearable. It is animalic, performance is great, but I know depending on each skin it can vary, but expect a beast mode. One of my favourite oud perfumes. It really has just really gone right up there. I want to spray it again. I'm not going to. I'm going to let that bottle sit for a while. I love this perfume. It smells fantastic and deserves more attention. Alexandria Orientale is a little bit more masculine than A2. The performance is great. Is this more masculine than... It's a good question, actually. It's a little too early to say. I guess the masculinity in this comes from the rose and the oud, which sounds odd. The rose can be a really masculine note. With Alex 2, the vanilla has its sweet. It has its sweet. It almost feels like, I mean, a woman could easily pull off Alex 2. Yeah, thinking about it, it probably is more masculine. Oh, we've got a response to that other quote. Why would it be like Fahrenheit? Do you think Xerjoff is a clone house? I see what it means about the bottle. They're incomparable, Dior and Xerjoff. The one's designer, one's not. This smells bad at the beginning, and I mean bad. Literally like poop and piss. I'm not even joking. This is the utter worst Xerjoff in my opinion. And yes, I've smelled Apollonia and Don. Another happy customer there. This smells like piss, literally. I would recommend it to no one. It doesn't smell like piss. It might do to them, but flipping out, if my piss smelled like this, I'd just piss all over the house. Well, I wouldn't. Blind buying this because I see it as more interesting notes than Alex 2. Turns out to be so similar. I was expecting too much on this one for I have Alex 2 already. This is not as sweet as Alex 2. This is more like Fars. If anything, this is more in the direction of Fars. It's rose heavy. This is settling down beautifully. It's similar to 2, but I feel it is lighter and there's spice added to it. It smells different enough to justify having this as an addition to 2. I can see wearing this to be more subtle, but don't like it enough to pay the price. If it was under 100, I'd buy it. Edit. I can pick up the dirty diaper. It's faint. Well, we got a dirty diaper going on. It's that. I'm not smelling dirty diaper. I'm not smelling piss. I'm not smelling fecal. I'm smelling a real work of art. I'm smelling a masterpiece there. There's so much going off in my thought processes around this. To me, that's an indication. I'm trying to figure this out. It's like a puzzle. I'm trying to solve a puzzle with this. It isn't as beastly as the other Alexes. It really isn't. And that, I think that's going to make this more accessible. It's flipping heavenly. Overpowdered spent diaper. This is the scent you'll get here. Happy for you if you're into I'm into overpowdered spent diapers. Someone had to put a baby powder note in there, didn't they? This is nothing like that. It really isn't. There's a subtle sweetness coming through now. I really feel for people who get that because it must be so off-putting. I'm just picking up real quality ingredients in this. Really well blended. Not in the opening. It was a bit full on in the opening, I'll admit. Though that's often the case with a Xerjoff. Though now, this is class. Right, strong fecal oud in the beginning, but after the first 20 minutes, I get one of the most luxurious smells I've ever experienced. I'm a big fan of the Alexandrias. Also have Alexandria 2, which in my opinion is more wearable, but Oriental is more special. Love it. Do you know, that's really good. My thoughts earlier were this would be for those real special occasions. That's when this would come out. I think there's such a refinement with this. There's such a class. It's not a casual wear. It really isn't. It's flipping. This is hard. It's just metamorphosing. The rose is really taking a backseat, and the sweetness is coming through now. What is that sweetness? The vanilla. This is absolute class. Wow. At that price, I mean, to pay full price for this, you got to be in a certain earning bracket, definitely, or a good shoplifter. Absolutely gorgeous, but the longevity is just not here, which is hugely disappointing, as this may be the finest scent I've ever come across. It has settled down somewhat. That rose has really took a backseat now. Maybe that's just me getting used to it, or the other notes are coming through. The vanilla's certainly coming through. Oud here is beautiful. Definitely one of the best perfumes of the world. Sorry on watch. This is the real deal. It's similar to Alex too. However, this definitely has more kicking power. There's this basil and apple combo that goes extremely well. And the slight funky oud, definitely overpriced. But I can't deny that this is one of my favourites of all time. Get on the Tino now. That's what I'll say. You're going to get this half price. Smelling it there, it had like a little hint of Ojan, that spicy appleness. Yeah, only a little. There's so much more. It's like, it's got Ojan included, but there's so much more happening. Ooh, I like this one. I definitely get the oud in this. It's got the funkiness going. Not too alcohol, but also not soft. Not a real sweet frag either. This one is another oud masterpiece. The oud is dominant in this one, not like its sister, which is a masterpiece in and of itself. If you enjoy oud, you will like this one. Excellent Christmas present from my beautiful wife. You've got a good wife there. Very oudy in the beginning, though pleasant, becomes woodsy and sharp until it dries down into a musky, silky, smooth smell of awesomeness after 2 hours. After 10 plus hours, the scent becomes very woodsy again, the oud, and stays that way till it disappears after about 48 hours. The projection is out of this world. I was wearing this downstairs and you could smell it up in the attic. Scary stuff. So I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, totally worth it. Absolute worth it. I'm not going to say blind buy it. Get your nose on it, because reading same with any fragrance, reading some of the reviews there, some absolutely despise it. Equating it to soiled nappies and powders and stuff, and other people, masterpiece, best scent I've ever smelt. So there's no rights and wrongs in this. It is what it is. To me, perhaps because I've got used to the smell of oud and roses in fragrances, that when I've come to this, it just clicked. I'm already in the zone. I'm already there. I don't need to get used to it. So I'd suggest to anyone, yeah, maybe with oud fragrances, really get used to them. Really get used to the oud, because I'll take some time to cultivate the nose to oud, because once one gets past that fecal stage, which fortunately I've never had, though, it just becomes such a luxurious ingredient in a fragrance. This just reeks of high-end quality niche fragrance. That's what this is about. That's what niche fragrance collecting is about. Finding these little hidden gems. So that's my view on this. Please share yours, your love or hate for this. I hope you got something out of it, and I wish you all the best. And yeah, continue creating value in your lives and environment. Bye for now.